uh tomorrow morning
Okay.
or
If
Sunday?
it's Sunday, I'll be taking the exam of the vocabulary tomorrow.
Uh,
Or
because
no?
we have 2 days left, right? We have two
Uh,
days. We have this and another class. And then no, the exam is like 15 minutes. It's like we could do it at the end if you like on Sunday.
on
Like we have the
Sunday.
hour and then we have like the 50 minutes exam. It's only 15 minutes.
Okay, okay.
Even less, 10 minutes,
Mm,
I'd say. Not more than that.
on Sunday. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so tomorrow will be a class.
No, tomorrow, like we have, let me show you. Let me show you the calendar, please.
Okay, yes.
Like, because
It's
we're
better.
2 classes left. Hold up. Okay, so this is what I have. Like we were supposed to finish today, but we moved the Wednesday class, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we
Okay.
we need like one more class if you would like Sunday, and after that we take the test, the words test, and then we finish.
So tomorrow it's not gonna be a test because you told me that.
Tomorrow?
Yes, you told me
If
that.
you oh yeah, but that was because we would finish on Thursday, right? And we
Okay,
would have
okay,
that
yeah.
tomorrow. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I think I don't know if you would like to. You have 2 more days to study for Sunday, or we could take it tomorrow as well, 15 minutes, and then Sunday the last class. It depends on you. I really don't have any problem.
Can we have class tomorrow and the exam on Sunday?
Yes, yes, we can. Okay, let's
Yeah,
do that.
that's better.
Tomorrow the class at the same time as always, and Sunday the exam, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's better.
Okay, that's great.
Teacher,
So
I have a question.
yes,
The TOEFL course that is 1 month more, right? Or
um,
no?
it's like you can start like on uh on June the 24th. Would you like to start then? That's the
When?
next
Excuse me.
start.
When?
So
When did you say?
we start every 2 weeks. So we started this Monday. So next is gonna be June the 24th.
Okay. Can I have have the course on July? Maybe it is possible to do that.
Yes, it's possible. When do you want to have it? Like we're gonna let me show you. We're gonna have June 24th and July the 8th.
Yeah, that I would like to start there
July
on
the
July
8th.
8th. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yes, you can.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
better.
okay, so let's please begin here.
Uh, did you finish to check the homework of the?
Oh, didn't we? Didn't we?
I
Let's
don't remember to be honest.
okay, let's see here. Let's see here.
You're also the teacher of the TOEFL course,
I
or
am,
someone?
yes, I am.
Oh, nice.
I am, yes. Okay,
And
so
it is individual or with
no, it's with a group of people.
okay. How many people?
Mm, it depends. In the speaking section, everybody disappears because nobody wants to speak. So there you have like 5 people, but the rest is like 10.
Okay.
Yes, like 10. There are usually more, but not many really. Like some of them watch the videos, but yes, it depends. If it's the speaking week, I don't know why nobody really wants to come. There's always like that. But when the others, because people are shy, right? They don't want to
Mm,
speak.
yeah.
But the rest is like I don't know, 10 to 15. We've had even no, not 15. We have 15, but not all of them at once. But yes, from 5 to 10, okay?
Okay.
So here let's watch here. I think we finished. Let me see.
Yeah.
Finished.
Okay.
Okay, so let's continue, please, with our comparatives. Okay, so let's go to, let me see here. It's 32. Okay, we're gonna do this inseparable phrasal verbs. Okay, so we're gonna see these two lessons. Check the correct answer. What does the woman suggest eating?
In a restaurant.
Great. So here we have the inseparable phrasal verbs. They came back, gave up, ate out, ran into his teacher, and stuck to their decision. Anyone that you don't understand, maybe?
Mm, Stuck to is like don't change your mind.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Stuck to is don't change. Exactly.
Okay, no, it's okay. I understand.
Okay, so where does the particle go?
Mm. Before the direct object.
Before the direct object.
Yes.
Okay, great. So let's read, please.
Okay. Um, can you zoom it a little?
Okay.
Just a little. Yep.
Like that?
Yes, that's enough. Okay, number one. A phrasal verb, also called a two-part or two-word verb, consists of a verb plus the particle. We often eat out. Particles and prepositions look the same. However, particles are part of a verb phrase, and they often change the meaning of a verb. She ran into another runner because she wasn't paying attention. She collided with another runner. I ran into John at the supermarket. I met John by accident. Okay, the verb and particle are usually common words, but their separate meanings may not help you guess the meaning of the phrasal verb. Usage note, phrasal verbs are very common in everyday speech. Please go on. And didn't mean I didn't mean to interrupt. Please continue. We got back after dark. We returned after dark. Okay. They called off the meeting. They can canceled the meeting. Okay. Most phrasal verbs are transitive. They take direct objects. Some transitive phrasal verbs are inseparable. This means that both noun and pronoun objects always go after the particle. You cannot separate the verb from its particle. You should go after your goals. Okay. She ran into her friend at the library. Not she ran her friend into at the library. She ran into her, not she ran her into. Okay, some phrasal verbs are used in combination with certain prepositions. These combinations are usually inseparable. She came up with a brilliant idea. I dropped out of school and got a job. A job.
Okay. Any question? Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, so that we can redo
Mm,
this.
not really. It's okay. Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's we're gonna check the list of the most common phrasal verbs 341, 342. Okay, so well, there are many. However, as cover, yes, what I can do right now is to tell you what are ones that are important, and you can take a screenshot, right? So that you can
Okay.
study them. So
Yeah.
ask someone over, yes, this is important. Block out, stop from passing. Let's see. This is important. Blow out, stop burning by blowing. Blow up. Yes. Blow something up. Make something explode. Break down. Yes. Break out. Yes. Bring out.
Mhm.
Bring something about. Yes. Bring something back. Yes. Bring down. Bring out. Introduce. Bring up. Okay. Burn down. Yes. Call
Mhm.
back. Call up. Yes. Call up. Carry on. Yes. Carry out. Yes. Catch on. No. Cheer up. Clean up. Clear up. No. Come about. Yes. Come along. Okay, so most of them are useful. Okay, so let's not do this list.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay, so most
Um.
of them are useful. I think they're the most useful ones. So
Yeah.
there's many more that really aren't that useful.
Teacher, a question. A question
Mhm.
before you pass it. Catch on. Uh, it's like catch on the news. It's like to know about the recent news, or it's
Yes, that's right. And like, no, like catch on is like when you become popular. Are you trying to say catch up?
mm,
Catch up
I'm not
is like,
sure.
catch up is like, uh, you're trying to say like the news, right?
Yes, it's ketchup.
Yes.
Mm. Oh, okay.
No.
Yeah,
Yes,
so,
ketchup.
it's different then. Okay, catch on.
Like, uh, well, it would be catch up to learn about recent events. Like, I don't know if you
Okay.
want to say like catch up on the news. That's that's what I think what you're trying to say, right?
Yes, I think. Yeah, yeah, catch up on the news. Okay.
What else?
Mm, can you go up a little? Blow up. Uh, well, they're like the same, right? Just in the context, I will find out the difference. The
Yes.
these two meanings.
Yes. They're the same. Well,
Mm,
one of them
okay.
is like you feel with air, and the other one is blow up, like something
Yeah, explode.
explodes. Exactly.
Okay. No more questions.
Okay. So let's continue here. Hold on. What page were we on? 236, 232. Okay, so mm, let's do this. Okay, you can write on the screen.
Well, I'm not sure, but I think it's like
Okay, so let's see. Born in 1917, Heung-min Pei, better known as Ian Pei, grew up in Canton, China. When he was 17, he went to the United States to learn about building. As it turned out, Pei became one of the most famous architects in the 20th century. Pei is famous for his strong geometric forms. One of his most controversial projects was his glass pyramid at the Louvre in Paris. The old museum had a lot of problems, but no one wanted to destroy it. They had to come up with a solution. Many Parisians were shocked with his proposal of for a 71-foot high glass pyramid. It has paid off anyway, blending with the environment. Today, many people say that that's a good example of uh, principles of Feng Shui. Uh, Pei kept on despite criticism. He strongly believed that you have to identify the important things and press for them and not give up. His determination went on. He continued. Uh, he continued to build structures that reflected the environment. He received many prizes for his work. He used some of the prize money to start a scholarship fund in for Chinese students to go uh, to study architecture in the United States and then to go back to China to work on as architects. Okay, great. It's everything is correct.
okay. I have well, and here it's with has because it's like until now, right? Because today
Uh,
many people will not say that.
mm,
I'm not sure about that
it paid
tense.
off. You could say it paid off
Yeah,
without the
also.
has. Yes, it paid off, and it yeah, has paid off. Both of them. Oh no, yes, it has paid off. Yes, you're correct. It continues in the present. Okay, let's continue, please. Let's read. So here we have the phrasal verbs that are separable. I hear glove sticks to burr, burr sticks to fur. Why work this out? Oh, I see another weird intention coming. George is dreaming it up right now. Okay, so the dog thinks that.
You're just getting an idea for an invention.
Okay, great. He dreamed up the idea, he worked out the details. He dreamed the idea up, he dreamed it up, he worked the details out, he worked them out. Okay, so these are examples, direct objects. So what's correct here? Which one is correct?
It can go before or after the particle.
What?
The direct objects that are nouns can go before or after the particle.
Particle. Okay, great. So let's continue here. So can you please read? Hold on.
Okay.
What happened here? Let's read, please.
Okay. A phrasal verb consists of a verb plus a particle. She set up an experiment. Particles look the same as prepositions, but they are part of the verb phrase. They often change the meaning of the verb. He looked up at the sky. He looked in the direction of the sky. He looked up the information on the internet. He found the information on the internet. The separate meanings of the verb and particle may be very different from the meaning of the phrasal verb. They turned down my application. They rejected my application. Okay. Most phrasal verbs are transitive. They take direct objects. Most transitive phrasal verbs are separable. This means the direct object can go after the particle, and verb and particle are not separated. I just dreamed up a new idea. Okay. Or the direct object can go between the verb and the particle. Verb and particle are separated. I just dreamed a new idea up. Notice that when the direct object is in a long phrase, it comes after the particle. She dreamed up an unusually complicated new device. Not she dreamed an unusually complicated new device up. Okay, be careful when the direct object is a pronoun, it must go between the verb and the particle. Okay, she dreamed it up, not she dreamed up it. With a small group of phrasal verbs, the verb and particle must be separated. Uh, keep something on, keep your hat on, not keep on your hat. Okay, and talk someone into. She talked her boss into a rise. Not she talked into her boss a rise. Okay.
Great. Any question with one, two, or three, maybe?
No, not really.
Okay, so we're gonna work on. Mm, okay, let's work on this one. Hold on. Okay, let's work on this one. Hold up. What happened here? Yes, let's work on this one.
Anders. Yeah. Yes. Okay. So yeah.
Okay, so have you finished? Yes, right?
I think.
Okay. As a child, Thomas Eva Edison tried out almost anything he heard about. He even tried to hatch goose eggs by sitting on them before he was 12. He set up his first uh, laboratory using money he earned himself. He had hundreds of bottles and he filled them up with chemicals for his experiments. He labeled the bottles poison to keep his family away. He was 15. He brought out a new skill. He had saved a child's life, and the grateful to his father, telegraph operator, paid Edison back by teaching him telegraphy. After that, Edison was able to work nights and picked up his experiments during the day. In 1869, Edison fixed a piece of equipment for a company that supplied prices to gold brokers. This carried out his first useful invention, the stock ticker, for which he received $40,000. He was then able to spend all his time working on this new invention. During his lifetime, Edison issued 1093. Yes, thank you very much. So let's continue.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay.
Teacher, I have a question. Uh, what is the exact meaning of pick up? I I thought it was different.
Uh,
I thought that pick up it was like I have to I don't know pick up my friend with my car, something like that.
yes, that's right.
But I don't know if it has another meaning.
Well, it was able to work nights and pick up his parents during night. Okay, so pick up could be like that, but also could be like in a sense where you're trying like to do something like like uh mm, when you resume something, okay, like pick up where we left.
Like to continue something.
Exactly, to continue, to begin again.
Okay. Um, okay.
Yeah.
Like okay. Yeah. Understand.
Okay, so here
Okay. Yeah.
in fix
Mhm. Okay.
okay, so yes, so this is correct. It picked up his experience during the day.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Understand.
Okay, so let's continue. Okay, now let's hold on, please. Okay, so we're gonna go here, 300. Okay, can you please read?
Which the
Adjective
chart?
clause. Yes, no, I'm sorry. Okay, so yes, so here Bill come meet the woman was changed my life. Okay. So the man is talking about the woman holding a report. Is that correct?
Um. Um. Yes, I think. I guess.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so the adjective clause after the main clause. That's my friend who lives in Rome. Or my friend who lives in Rome is an answer.
Mhm.
So here you have the relative pronoun. We saw that, right? Relative pronoun, if you remember.
Yeah. Yes.
So what's the answer here? Adjective clauses describe what? A noun or a verb?
Noun.
Okay, adjective clauses can go which one of these?
Mm, 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 like before the main clause.
Great. Excellent. Okay, so here let's read grammar explanation.
Okay. Use adjective clauses to identify or give additional information about nouns or indefinite pronouns, such as someone, somebody, something, another, and others. I know the woman who lives there. The adjective clause identifies the woman we are talking about. Rome is a city which attracts tourists. The adjective clause gives additional information about the city. Okay. The adjective clause directly follows the noun or pronoun. It is identifying or describing. Someone who has a lot of friends is lucky. Not someone is lucky who has a lot of friends. Okay. Sentences with adjective clauses can be seen as a combination of two sentences. I have a friend plus he loves to shop. I have a friend who loves to shop. My friend lives in Rome plus she paints. My friend who lives in Rome paints. Okay, adjective clauses are introduced by relative pronouns. Subject relative pronouns are who or that for people. Usage note, that is less formal than who. Okay, I have a friend who lives in Mexico. I have a friend that lives in Mexico. Which or that for places or things. That is less formal than which. New York is a city which never sleeps. New York is a city that never sleeps. Whose plus noun for people's possessions. He's the man whose dog barks all the day. Be careful, do not use both a subject relative pronoun and a subject pronoun, I, you, he, she, it, we, they, in the same adjective clause. Okay, Scott is someone who loves sports, not Scott is someone who he loves sports. Okay. Number 4, subject relative pronouns have the same form whether they refer to singular or plural nouns or to masculine or feminine nouns. That's the man who lives next door. That's the woman who lives next door. Those are the people who live next door. Okay.
Excellent. Any question?
Mm, well, here it doesn't talk about whom, right? The,
No, they didn't talk about him.
um,
But we're gonna see that. They're gonna talk about it later.
okay. Yeah, I'd like to remember that later. But after.
Okay. Okay, so let's continue. If you don't have any other question, this is too easy. Let's go to the next one. Okay, so here we have object relative pronouns. Okay, uh, let's see here. Uh, here it says Mina. Krakow. Wonderful. There's a picture of the main square with the cafe where I spend all my time. Can you find me with the new friend that I made yesterday? He's a writer with gorgeous green eyes. I'm in love. Okay, so true or false? Vanna is pointing out her favorite cafe.
Yeah, true.
Great. So here I'm going to see adjective clauses after the main clause. Like he reads all the books that she writes. Uh, this is an object relative pronoun. Remember? Because if you like I don't know, if you go to the basics here, he reads all the books. She writes books, right?
Yeah.
She writes them. So because this is an object, then that becomes an object relative pronoun, right? He reads all the books that she writes. The book that they borrowed seems very interesting. Again, they borrowed it, and that becomes an object relative pronoun. Okay, so the verb in the adjective clause agrees with which one?
Close. Um, then what? So the noun. No, yeah, the noun in the main clause. Yes,
No, the subject of the adjective clause. What's the verb here in the adjective clause?
the subject.
No, the verb. What's the verb in this sentence of the adjective clause?
The verb, he reads.
No, the adjective clause has a verb.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you well, teacher.
Oh, you
Maybe
can?
a little bit. It's not clear.
Okay, that's weird. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yes, a little. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me hear. Okay, let me hear. I'm gonna listen to what you said because we have a recording. Okay, I wanna see what's happening.
I think you're too close to the microphone. That kind of sound.
Okay. Adjective clause.
He reads.
No, the adjective clause has a verb.
Before that. I can hear you well, teacher.
Oh, you can.
A little bit. It's not clear.
Okay, that's weird. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yes.
Okay, so yes, it was like too close. Is it too close? And now it's better?
No. Yes. Now it's better.
Okay, can you hear me well there?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
So, so what's the verb in the adjective clause here? Right.
Right. Yeah.
So, this agrees with what? The noun in the main clause? The noun in the main clause would be, what's the noun in the main clause? Books, right?
No. Yeah. Yes.
Or
Of course. Yeah.
the subject of the adjective clause. This is the subject.
Yeah. She
He
writes.
writes, exactly. So it's the subject.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, true or false? The adjective clause always follows the main clause.
Mm, yeah. Yes.
True?
Yes. I think.
No, it's not because here's in the middle. Not always follows. It's in the middle here, right? You have main clause and you have main clause here.
Wait, teacher, I'm a little confused. The chapter that we saw before.
Yes.
Which word? It was.
It
Can you recall?
was adjective clauses, but subject relative pronouns. And now we're seeing object relative pronouns.
Object relative pronouns, right?
Yes, exactly.
Because, for example, their books is the object, right?
Okay, so here if you're like, I don't know, you could write a sentence. The book seems very interesting. And they borrowed it. Okay, so this is an object, right? It comes here in the middle. They borrowed. That they borrowed. That they borrowed seems very interesting. Okay, so this is an object relative pronoun because it comes from an object.
And the object is like the subject in the other
Yes. Here because they borrowed what? The book, right?
sentence. Yes.
So here,
Okay.
this is an object and here is subject. So that's why when you try to insert this here, you need to use that. But if it were a person, you would use whom, right? Remember,
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
right?
Mhm.
Okay, so let's continue. Let's please read here.
Okay. A relative pronoun can be the object of an adjective clause. Okay. Notice that the object relative pronoun comes at the beginning of the adjective clause. Eva, whom I saw on TV, is a writer. Okay. Object relative pronouns have the same form, whether they refer to singular or plural nouns or to masculine or feminine nouns. That's the man whom I met. That's the woman whom I met. Those are the people whom I met. Okay, the verb in the adjective clause agrees with the subject of the adjective clause. I like the columns which he writes. I like the column which they write. Yeah. Okay. Be careful. Do not use both an object relative pronoun and an object pronoun me, you, him, her, it, us, them in the same adjective clause. She's a writer who I saw on TV, not she's a writer who I saw her on TV. Note, object relative pronouns are often left out. She's a writer I saw on TV. Okay. Object relative pronouns are whom, who, or that for people. Usage note, whom is very formal. That is less formal than who. Leaving out the pronoun is the least formal. She's the writer whom I met. She's the writer who I met. She's the writer that I met. She's the writer I met. Okay, which or that for things. Usage note, that is less formal than which. I read a book which she wrote. I read the book that she wrote. I read the book she wrote. Whose plus the noun for people's possessions. That's the author whose book I read. Okay. A relative pronoun can be the object of a preposition. Usage note, in informal speaking and writing, we put the preposition at the end of the clause, and we often leave out the relative pronoun. In formal English, we put the preposition at the beginning of the clause. In this case, we use only whom and which, not who or that. He's a writer, plus I work for him. She's a writer, the writer that I work for. He's a writer I work for. Okay, he's a writer for whom I work. That's the book about which I told you. Okay. Where and when can also be used to introduce adjective clauses. Where refers to a place. That's a library plus she works there. That's a library where she works. When or that refers to a time. I remember the day plus I met him then. I remember the day when I met him. I remember the day that I met him.
Great. Okay, so let's finish. Is there any question, maybe?
Mm, mm, mm. No.